Hey everyone, hope everything is going well. You guys and gals know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH_sports. Follow me on my finance channel at AIH Finance. Okay, so the other day I was getting some comments about like, hey, Patrick Mahomes, like, how could you say this about Mahomes? Cards are shill bid. Are you like, why are you bashing this dude? He's accomplished that a lot. And yeah, he has accomplished a lot. And it is pretty impressive what he has done in the first 5 to 6 years. There's no doubt about that. And those accolades or all those achievements should be praised. There's no doubt about that. I'm not denying that. But I think what a lot of people don't understand, and I've learned this lesson too, following precious metals. It's about price action. Like, throw those stories out the window, right? Okay, yeah, Mahomes has done well, right? But ultimately, you've seen the most price appreciation. I like looking at Optic Hollow PSA 10. I like looking at this because this is a card that I bought literally for what, some 130 some bucks or something like that. I don't know where it is on over here, but this was in 2019. I bought it. It must have been spring or something like that. I don't know if that was a sale. 138 bucks. I don't remember. I have to go look it up. But 138 bucks, right? People say like, you don't spend that much. Yeah, one of the reasons why I don't spend that much is because I'm not confident in my ability to turn a $138 card and sell it for over 3 grand. That's crazy in terms of ROI. Okay. So if you could see this chart, Mahomes Optic Hollow PSA 10, start $100, right? This coveted card, right? It's a nice card. I may buy it again if the price is right. The high was 7,100 when he lost against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tom Brady. And even over here, you see the price, maybe it was what, 1650 if you bought in July that specific sale, to now if you sold, okay, $2,000 about approximately. And you have to remember, if you sell, eBay takes a fee, a cut, at least 10%. So, okay, the card may have bottomed in July. Okay. But ultimately, it's pretty much stayed flat, right? Since July. Now, that could be better than some other cards, no doubt about that. But you have to look at this huge run up during the boom. With Mahomes, with one Super Bowl in his pocket, could have gone for two. He didn't win two, right? At the time. And then the bubble popped, right? And let me say this, despite Mahomes winning two Super Bowls, the price is at 2,100. Okay, I want to look at another chart here. I want to look at the not the Montana card. I'll look at that later. I want to look at the Prism, right? The 269 PSA 10. And this card in 2019 is cheap as hell too. I should have maybe bought that, to be honest. Like, it's still in the hundreds of dollars of range, right? And it sold for 15 grand at the top. Now there's an outlier here. This is multiple cards at 20,000. There's three, okay? So here, like 15 grand, 16 grand, close to there, right? Right before Brady, not yeah, right before Brady beat him, okay? Or around that time frame. And where's that card now? Which, by the way, was really shill like crazy for the past year. It's close to what, 5 grand, right? Assuming that's a legit sale. I have to go back to that sale. So you've had what is that? What is it, 60% decrease? Something like that. 66% decrease from the peak, despite Mahomes now with two Super Bowl rings, despite Mahomes being a phenomenal player. So the price action, I would say, just concluding why it went crazy, is monetary policy. It's the policy set forth by the Fed. It's the money printing. And not only that, people didn't have to pay their mortgages. So what I assume people are doing, they're just, instead of paying their rent, they're blowing on cards to accumulate more money. And then once they had to pay their mortgage, they would do that. I think that's what went on. So we're just looking at that 60% decrease during that time frame. Okay. Look at Joe Montana. Joe Montana, phenomenal resume. 4 Super Bowl wins, I think, 2 MVPs. The list goes on, right? Phenomenal player with the 49ers. He didn't do anything with the Chiefs, but look at this, right? Pre-pandemic, what was it? Was it like $10,000 card? At its peak, 2021, $83,000. Now this thing crashed to about $54,000. Now Montana is not playing any more games. Now the population, I think, is a little over 100. Okay. So you're looking at a period of time where prices went down and prices went down. Okay. And a lot of it, in my opinion, was the Fed raising rates, right? Slow down in the economy. So when I see someone like Montana with 4 rings and this highest card is $54,000, and then I'm looking at the 10 most expensive Patrick Mahomes cards. Okay, like one was $193,000, right? And you go down, $288,000, $312,000, $336,000. These are nice cards. Okay, definitely these have autos, so okay, that adds value to it. $360,000. Okay, the list goes on and on and on. Let's look at some of these. $676,000. $1.1 million. Okay, $4.3 million if you believe the sale, right? PWCC marketplace. The word on the street with PWCC right now is that what I've been told, I haven't been able to corroborate it, but what I've been told is that, some of these auctions are being relisted because people aren't paying. So that's something to note. But, put that aside. July of 2021. Okay? July of 2021, you're seeing this. Okay? And it, once again, $4.3 million. Nice card, no doubt about that. But you're looking at, once again, a guy who has 2 Super Bowl rings, right? So, in my opinion, you got to just look at this over here. One of the graphs I look at the tips, yield, and money supply. You can see that the money supply just went up like crazy during this time frame, after the pandemic. Part of it, in my opinion, this funny money drove up prices. And then if you go to March 2022, the money supply, if you look at it, it actually decreased, right around the time where people were pumping Marvel. This was a top in that market. So I'm just seeing all of this and I'm like, hey, you're not looking at basic, economics. And people are saying that you have no idea what I'm talking about. And Mahomes is going to do this and that. But Mahomes could win 5 Super Bowls. Yeah. But once again, Montana won 4, and his highest card right now is $54,000. We have a card of Mahomes that already sold for $4 million, if you believe it. Something's got to give. I use logic and reasoning. The market is still whacked. Now, that being said, I do expect pickups in this hollow card, assuming that Mahomes does play decently, as the economy improves. But ultimately, I don't see some super spike up unless the Fed pumps up way more money into the system, which I don't think it's going to happen. So all these people, saying, oh, you don't know that Mahomes could do this and that. Yeah, he could. but you're not looking at price action. You're using emotion rather than logic. You're not looking at M2, money supply. You're not looking at the government handouts. And okay, if Mahomes wins 8 Super Bowls, then okay, it doesn't matter, the shield bid videos that I did, but ultimately, just looking at this from an unemotional perspective, these prices are still out of whack, especially these ones here. So just wanted to let you know about that. Apologize for my coughing. Anyways, remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below, guys and gals. Thank you. Bye.